Hildreth put Somerset on top at Notts. For Nottinghamshire entering their final game of the season, the task was simple. 5 points would see them avoid the drop at Lancashire's expense. Somerset were looking for a repeat of their victory in this fixture earlier in the summer. Banton was still looking to find his feet when a Wood delivery swung into his pads for an LBW dismissal. With Ali for company, Trescothick went about battering the boundary as Somerset looked to recover from the loss of an early wicket. Ali managed to join Trescothick in finding the boundary, with the pair putting on a half-century partnership. Vessels on his return to the Notts side was on hand to catch an Ali effort off the bowling of Gurney to restrict Somerset to 75 for 2. Despite the wickets falling around him, Trescothick brought up his half-century and was well on his way to a second 100 of the season. Lunch arrived at Trent Bridge with Trescothick sitting on 56 and Somerset 100 for 2. A positive morning for the visitors, Notts in contrast still with work to do to secure their Division 1 status. With Trescothick already causing them problems, it was a worrying sight for Notts when Hildreth joined the party, sending Carter for 6. Notts finally claimed their first bowling point of the contest with the removal of Trescothick, a Gurney delivery and Duckett catching seeing the Somerset opener depart on 71 with his side 146 for 3. Hildreth kept the runs ticking over for the visitors and brought up his 50 in the process. With Abel at the other end, Hildreth continued to take the lead, sending Wood to the boundary to secure a Somerset batting point. Hildreth had 90 to his name as tea was called, with Somerset 237 for 3. Notts would have been happy to remove Trescothick early in the session, but had a new obstacle to remove in the evening as Hildreth crept towards a century. The first real action of the evening saw Carter's spin get the better of Abel as his effort was taken at the second attempt by Mullaney. A short Fletcher delivery was punished by Hildreth as he claimed a 4 and his 44th first-class ton to boot. Davies had joined Hildreth at the crease and the duo were putting their foot on the gas at Trent Bridge. Sitting on 137, Hildreth continued to play with ease, but his attempt to drive Gurney drew a slight edge, carrying through to Moores to reduce Somerset to 328 for 5. Davies brought up his half-century in style with a boundary and then celebrated even further with a 6 moments later. Gregory had replaced Hildreth in the middle but couldn't follow in his footsteps. Having made just 10, he edged behind to Moores from a Gurney delivery to leave the visitors 348 for 6. The sides headed off with Somerset 353 for 7 after impressive knocks from Trescothick and Hildreth. Notts ended the day having collected 2 of the 5 points needed to secure their Division 1 status.